In order to make the traffic flow between VLANs, the first step is to assign different layer 3 IP address subnet for each VLAN. So that's what I already did. My subnets are 10.1.2.0 for VLAN 2 and 10.1.3.0 for VLAN 3. So my PCs also point to the default gateway, and for VLAN 2 that default gateway IP address is going to be 10.1.2.3. That is basically the router 3 here. It's going to be my gateway. For VLAN 3, the default gateway is going to be 10.1.3.3. So I already did that configuration on my PCs. So this is VLAN 2 gateway, VLAN 2 gateway, VLAN 3 gateway, and VLAN 2 gateway. So that gateway doesn't exist. So at the moment, what I need to do in my topology, I need to allow traffic from VLAN 2 and VLAN 3 towards router 3. So port E02 on the switch 1 as well as 40 on both switches should allow VLAN 2 and 3. This one is already done. E40 has been configured. What hasn't been configured though is the trunk on E02. Let's go ahead and do that now. Conf t interface E02 switch port trunk encapsulation .1q methods switch port mode trunk and switch port trunk allow VLAN 2 and 3. So now show interface trunk. I should have two trunks on the switch, and I have a E02 towards the router and 40 towards the other switch. Now on the router itself, what I need to do on my main interface E00, I'll have only the description. Switch 1 Ethernet. That's E02. And that's it. There's no IP address on this interface. Instead, I will create the first sub-interface, which is going to be for VLAN 2. Interface E00.2. This identifier of the sub-interface .2 could be any number, could be 77. But for consistency sakes, I'm going to make this exactly what the VLAN ID is. The first command I need to do is encapsulation. So encapsulation .1q, and which VLAN is going to be running on this port. It's a VLAN number 2 that is going to be running on this port. And IP address gateway for those VLANs 2 guys is 10.1.2.3 with a mask 255.255.255.0, which is /24 bits. I need to create also the same sub interface for VLAN 3 so they can talk to it. 3 encapsulation .1q VLAN number 3 tagging will be performed on this port, and the gateway address is going to be 3. With that simple configuration, I'm going to save it. This is going to work. So these two sub interfaces will allow tagged frames to come in, and the analysis is going to be done in a minute, but let's first see if it works. Can I ping from now from PC1 to PC3? 10.1.3.103. ARP request for my gateway, and it works.